Dick Baribault was a freshman at Yale in 1942, but his experiences on the campus began well before then.
You won't believe this, but I started swimming at Yale when I was 10 years old. Bob Kibbeth saw me swim at some of the local age group swimming, and he asked my father if I could come and swim at Yale. And I started teaching the faculty kids how to swim on Saturday morning, and then Saturday afternoon they'd coach me.
His training with the Yale coaches, both in high school and college, paid off, and it was not long before he was setting the world record in the freestyle relay.
I was getting ready to go into service. It was in February of 1943, and I had another couple days at Yale, and Kibbeth came and said, let's try for the record this weekend. And the four of us did, and we did it.
Immediately after that record-setting day, Baribault became a fighter pilot in the Army Air Force for 3 years. While serving his country, swimming was never out of his life.
I was in the Armed Forces Olympics in 1945 in Nuremberg, and I won the medley relay and the freestyle relay and came in third in the 100-yard. And only after swimming over a period of, that happened 2.5 years after I got into service, I only swam for 5 weeks.
A leader all his life, it was lessons he learned from legendary Yale coach Bob Kibbeth that stayed with him throughout his career.
Bob Kibbeth was my mentor, and I can remember all the things he would do, which were outstanding. When he would make a statement that was important, it was important, and you believed what he said. And I learned that as I went on further into business, that when you make a statement and you're negotiating with people, you make them sound as though that is it, period. And I learned that from him.
This mantra and his attitude led to a great deal of professional success. He spent most of his career at Alcoa, the aluminum company of America. Don Whitlow, the vice president of human resources, said Baribault made an immediate impression.
He's a ball of fire. I mean, he's one more piece of energy. He's always in motion. He's always happy. He's always, that glass is half full. He's a very positive guy, very dynamic guy. And he's fun to be around.
He and his family moved every 2 to 3 years as he rose through the ranks from industrial engineer to the manager of Cleveland operations. He eventually moved to England as the managing director of International Alloys before relocating to the States as the vice president of the company, making integral decisions that recognized Alcoa as a Fortune 500 company.
Alcoa, I was kind of the troubleshooter. And we went to different places that were going to be shut down, and I'd bring them back to life.
Alcoa is a very centralized company. All the decisions are made in the Alcoa building, the shaft of managers in Pittsburgh, all 31 floors. And to decentralize a company, which we're in the process of doing, beginning, is not an easy job, because managers are giving up power, and most humans don't like to give up power. And Dick was, I think, exceptional in that regard, in the sense that he didn't work for his job and his career, but he worked for the company. So he enthusiastically embraced the whole idea of decentralization and did a marvelous job.
Baribault's career culminated after he retired from Alcoa and was named president of Apex International Alloys in 1989. Despite all of his success, Yale swimming was always important. In 1998, he served as the chairman of the 100 Years of Yale Swimming Gala event.
As a matter of fact, we had over 500 people attending that 100th anniversary. We had 6 Olympic swimmers talking. We gave out several awards that night, mostly to Olympic swimmers, Yale Olympic swimmers.
Now the proud recipient of the George H.W. Bush Lifetime of Leadership Award, none of it would have been possible without Baribault's extraordinary courage and perseverance.